Hey guys, horticulturist Gary Bachman, time for another daily dose of hort. Well, here I'm going to give you an update on my attempt to root Confederate rose. We did this, I think I did the original video back in November, and Confederate rose is one of these pass-along plants where you can just take a cutting this big from the plant and just stick it in a jar of water, pail of water, and just forget about it. Well, here it is. This is almost the end, almost 1st of April now, and I originally took these Confederate rose cuttings from my Confederate rose here at the Urban Nano Farm, stuck them in this jar, and tell you the truth, I have totally neglected these things. I know I did an update of showing that there were some scraggly roots had formed on it, but I want to tell you something. I am really happy with this root development, and it's time to pot these things up. Now, I'm going to pot up into, these are the Bootstrap Farmer 5-inch containers. I really like these for all of the woody plants that like the hibiscus that I'm doing the cross pollinations on, and other things that I'm rooting to grow out. I think there's a great size for this. I think it's even better than just a single, like a trade gallon. But we'll go ahead and pot these up. I'm going to use one of my favorite mixes, Tiger Greaux, local product, Phillips bark in Brookhaven, Mississippi, developed with our friends over at LSU, at the LSU Ag Center. And I think it's a good container mix. Tell you the truth, I don't like it in baskets. It's a little heavy, but in this situation, I think it's perfect. So what I'm going to do is, one of the questions I'll get in that I've gotten in the past is, we've got a rooted cutting that we've done in water, and we see all the roots all matted out. How do we get those roots all flared out into the mix? Well, you want to know something? We really don't. I'm going to put some of the mix in the bottom because I want to get that base in there, and then I'm just going to take this cutting and kind of stick that in there like that, and I'm just going to fill the pot up. I don't think that you need to. I had to push it in a little farther. I don't think you have to worry about, spreading those roots out, because you want to know something? Roots are kind of smart. They kind of know where to grow. But look how easy that was. Let's go ahead and do another one here. Now, I'm not adding any fertilizer at this point. This mix has a little bit of a fertilizer charge, which I think will suffice for the time being here. Look at that root system. And that's just from putting them in a jar and not doing anything about it with them. So let's go ahead. I'm going to stick that in there like that, and go ahead and fill this in. I'll tell you, it's interesting. I was skeptical years ago about this idea of taking a woody plant like this, and I mean, we're taking woody cuttings that are like a pencil size, and just putting them in water and letting them root. I mean, that was just kind of a foreign idea to me. And we did a project back in 2016 where it was kind of a citizen science project, where I took a bunch of cuttings from the Confederate rose we had over at our coastal research station where I worked before I retired and really started having fun with this. And I wrote a Southern Gardening column asking for folks who were interested in getting a Confederate rose, trying to root some for themselves. I'll supply the cuttings. You just give me how many numbers that you got. Well, I think we distributed, I don't know, almost 300 cuttings. I didn't get any data back. Go figure. So I really wasn't sure about this until a couple years ago when I was doing this, personally, and got some response. Well, it's really kind of interesting. Every year since 2016, when we were doing that, I get emails all through the year. No, there's not very many roots on that one, but you know, we have some leaf, and we've got a bunch of adventitious spots here. We'll see what happens with it. But every year I get emails asking if I still have any of those cuttings available, and I have to respond. Well, you know, that was 2016. That was 8 years ago. But people are just crazy about this Confederate rose plant, and really want some. And it's like, well, I'll pay the shipping. I'll do this. Can you ship them to me? And it's like, no, really can't. You need to go find somebody with a Confederate rose. I hate to be that way, but that's just the way it is. Some of the garden centers are starting to carry. I've seen locally here on the coast garden centers that have had Confederate rose. So I mean, so they're available in the trade. But anyways, I just potted up 5, you know, easy peasy. Started back in November, but I got 5 of them planted now. They'll go out into the yard. Or maybe, if somebody's lucky, I'll give one away. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time for another Daily Dose of Hort.